like now, what, 5 years, 10 years, or it's already, we can see nothing much more they can do here. Maybe they feel so comfortable.
I rather see myself as a successor. So whatever that have been contributing, so what we offer is a betterment.
We need more, they call penerangan down to the rakyat.
I feel good that I'm with Gerakan, number one. And also when I am with Gerakan, I get a very strong support from past community. So why this opposition will keep on attacking us using the same issues, and for me it's lapuk already.
Yes.
Hello, hi, Minda here, and you're watching Sinar Daily's Top News podcast. As elections heats up in 6 states, joining us are 2 Gerakan candidates. We have Muniraa Abu Bakar for Bukit Lanjan seat, and we have Datuk Seng Huat. Huat means abundance in a way, for Bandar Klang. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming here despite, I'm sure you all are campaigning and meeting voters every day, every minute.
Yeah.
So we really appreciate your time here. Yeah. Let's go, dive straight into the questions. Just wondering, Selangor is of course PH stronghold. They have been, been governing the state for more than a decade. So how can Gerakan or Perikatan Nasional change the sentiments towards the opposition?
Oh, okay. Hi everyone. I'm Seng Huat, N45, Bandar Klang candidates. Actually, what you say about Pakatan already been governance in Selangor state for 15 years actually. Exactly 15 years. What can see from the beginnings, we can see how they do the development, the welfare, the infrastructure, how the community, their service is good. I not say no good from the beginning. But when the time becomes long already, like now, about 5 years, 10 years, or it's already, we can see nothing much more they can do here. Maybe they feel so comfortable. They got the support already. We say Pakatan, Selangor, solid vote. They got a solid support. We can't see any development in my place, especially N45. N45, I doesn't see anything is developed on the infrastructure also. But let's say talk about the LRT is not the state project. Then the development all is existing. We can't see the any extra the benefits to my side, my people there. So I think there needs a changes nowadays. Cannot too long stay there, right? So the people also can feel they are staying there for many years. They can feel how the service and how the feedback, how the respond, the Ali Majlis, the YB. So they can feel it actually. They know.
And knowing that, what changes can Perikatan Nasional bring to Selangor?
To me, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, hi, my name is Muniraa, N37, Bukit Lanjan. Well, I think first thing first, when we come into the field, when we come into the scene, first thing first that I must highlight is that I want to take this opportunity to say thank you and gratitude to all politicians, to all anyone that have been contributing to the Selangor. So I'm saying that is we cannot deny that Selangor has been an exemplary state and negeri yang maju, paling maju pun before this we can say actually it started from BN, zaman BN lagi. And then there is a transition from BN to Pakatan Rakyat before in 2008 when we had the tsunami, and then Pakatan Harapan, and until now. So those contributions we cannot deny. I don't like when politicians, when they come into the picture, they're trying to downgrade ataupun to deny all the contribution that has been done from the past leaders. I mean, So that's number one. Second, I'm seeing myself as successor. I think this is inspirasi anak muda. You know, we don't like to talk about when we come to the picture, we are actually becoming the hero, and then saying that what this government PH do this, do that, tak betul and whatnot. But I rather see myself as a successor. So whatever that have been contributing, so what we offer is a betterment, because we can do better. That's all. So looking at Selangor, I zoom into my place here. N37, kalau tadi Datuk Tan kata not much development at his place, but in my place it's totally different scenario. I can say that we are overdevelopment. Yeah. And when it's overdevelopment, so it becomes imbalanced development. So it causes many other things happen. Contohnya infrastructure yang tidak well planned. Saya ambil contoh di Damansara Damai. Damansara Damai, Sarjana Damansara, that area lah. So kita ada around 200,000 penduduk. So can you imagine 200,000?
Very congested.
Yeah, so very congested. Tapi ada satu sahaja akses to jalan besar. So this has been the main focus or local issues lah in Bukit Lanjan. So I'm coming to offer a solution for that. Number one, and number two, at Bukit Lanjan, we cannot deny that we are urban place. Okay, urban place. So when there is urban place, kalau kita tengok komposisi kaum, yes, it's 60% Chinese, 30% Malay, and the rest. But then we don't forget the composition of gender. Yeah, 50% men and 50% women. And then that woman, the percentage is actually the young woman, 50s and below, which is yang masih berkarya, masih berkejaya dan sebagainya. So these women, they are actually need support. So this is what I think I'm good at and what I want to bring to the table. So young women, they need more space. When we really taking care of young women, I believe setiap unit keluarga akan dijaga dengan baik. Bila setiap unit keluarga dijaga dengan baik, then we can talk about good nation.
But both of you all are contesting in very, very urban area. And DAP has its footing in that area. I mean, Bukit Lanjan and Klang. People will like, oh, Gerakan, and DAP. So how do you think the voters will take Gerakan seriously?
Okay, let me answer that first, yeah? First thing first, I believe that now we really have the wave. Okay? The wave, the strong support from the Malays voters and some swing vote that we are expecting from Chinese and Indian. I think it's obvious that last PRU, the scenario about pilihan raya was about selecting who will be the PM. So that's why we can see all other parties yang tidak mencalonkan Perdana Menteri, they don't get vote. Some parties lost deposit a lot, yeah. Tapi the war was really behind between PH and Perikatan Nasional. So it obviously for this PRN, I think it's not about party anymore. It's really about whether it's Perikatan Nasional or Pakatan Harapan. It's whether to kekalkan PH as a state government or we want to change. So we have really leverage on Perikatan Nasional.
But there are also concerns that Perikatan Nasional is pandering towards the Malays. And it's, the Chinese and the Indian voters are a bit uneasy. Gerakan, of course, you all are a multiracial party, but in with Bersatu and PAS. So, do you think the voters will be comfortable to vote for Gerakan in your areas?
In my areas, okay. In my areas, I can see. Actually, my areas is different from N37. Okay, our communities there is totally different from N37. They are quite solid. Earlier lah, what I said, solid supporting core, concrete support to Pakatan. I can say, because they call from the candidates from the YB, previous YB, they just separate something news like past Islam, these races, they playing these races, religions, past is Islam. So if you vote past, you cannot eat this, cannot drink that, then you pakai tudung some more. All this narrative they brings to the communities and residents at Klang there. So my place, Chinese, they was easily just scared from the statement they give. But we need to separate, like we penerangan, we call penerangan, need to reach them nicely, reach them, let them know this all is nonsense. In our Selangor, it wouldn't be like that. Different state, different.
So what are you explaining to your crowd that has always been supporting DAP? What are you telling them?
Telling them they already 5 terms in my place, nothing much here. Then he never served the NGO, never bothered the NGOs at all. Last lah, he only selected NGO, he only mixed together with him, he will support. If others, you don't care, then I say, then you can see lah, because on YB side, as a YB, he got the Adib councillor. We can see the councillor, but the councillor never served properly. He himself recently, in few days ago, in the ceramah, ex-YB, is a previous YB, is himself said, I'm YB. I'm not supposed to see the drain, look at the drain. The job is my councillor to do. I already passed to my councillor to do. After my councillor serve the public about the drain matters, I'm the one who will come at night and see the drain, make sure it's done. But this becomes we call lawak lah, we call lawak to the penduduk there. Even daytime, the drain problem also can't be solved so clear with the sunlight. He said, as YB, come night and see the drain. Actually, we need, his councillor never works on that part lah. Now the candidates lah.
Basically, you are promising your voters at state level that you will do the job that Pakatan Harapan candidate may or may not have done. But the perception is still very strongly on federal level. There are fears on federal level. You know, when your president's nomination, PAS was not there. When recently what happened? Your president wasn't allowed or given permission to go for PAS ceramah. So that even, you know, the sentiments get stronger.
Yeah.
So what, what's your response on that?
Okay.
Anyone of your...
I'll respond on it. Okay. Actually, for the ceramah that time, our president is attending the ceramah with the, I think there's vice president of PAS also there lah. When they are try to go in the stage, someone already stopping him, maybe misunderstands. After the incident happened, we also don't know what happened. Okay, we can see in the video viral is one person is there to stop our president, but we don't know what happened. Then after the incident, they start viral from the I could say the rumors spread out. The president gonna chase out, no this and no that. Never chase out, just stop him.
But don't you think that's bad enough? I mean, he is part of the Perikatan Nasional.
Yes.
And you know, you just show your hand like that.
Like this. Who showed the hand? That's my point. I don't know that guy. Maybe that guy is. Previously, they got they tried to get a seat. Matters discussion, maybe misunderstand on that. So. On the matters, they already stopped our president. Who stopped our president? Can you see how many people stopped our president to move forward? It's one person. Maybe there's a misunderstanding on that. Then I very sure in Perikatan Nasional, Gerakan, PAS and Bersatu, we still together. Then we already got a Sekjen. I think the Taki, YB Taki already apologized on these matters. And everything is already well. Nothing on this matter.
In Bukit Lanjan, I'm sure you also face a lot of questions from your voters. Gerakan, you know, PAS, that's what it comes into their mind.
Yeah.
So how do you explain, how do you break this perception?
Well, I have a totally different experience. In which, from the beginning, I thought that I'm going to face like huge challenges, and it's going to be tough for me. But there is a bless when I get that seat in Bukit Lanjan, because in 2018 there is a persempadanan semula. So they are part of the North Bukit Lanjan, which is Taman Bidara, Selayang Utama, Selayang Jaya, Taman Daya. That area that's before this used to be under Templar, Golden Templar. So after persempadanan semula, it becomes under the Bukit Lanjan. So surprisingly, when I go to pasar-pasar Cina, meet the community, memang the first week tu, I really focus on Chinese community in the area. Surprisingly, these Chinese, they are really, how do I say, they love YB Zaidi. YB Zaidi Indian Templar. So when I meet them, Zaidi, they ask me like, yes, I'm same with YB Zaidi. Okay, then okay. That is the first surprising, warm response I get from them. So when I mingle a lot with them, so they are actually really close with YB Zaidi, because YB Zaidi has served that area for long, and then happened to be he lost one term. But then after he lost, he still serving the community using his own fund and everything. So that's a plus point and bonus formula in the area. But then going down to Damansara area, I think also a good experience, because most of them are T20 and M40 group, so they are educated. So when I just sell my vision. So what I sell to them is, I said, if I win, I really want to jaga the business community. Because in Don Bukit Lanjan, we have 9,000 business entities, 9,000 and 2,900 something are SMEs. So I told them, if I really taking care of this business entity, provide them support, provide them financial support, and be the mediator between the business entities and government agencies and whatnot, and then I offer to build an incubation center, mentoring system like that for business. Then I said, if I can take care of one business entity, so one business can uplift their staff and their workers. So if one business can taking care of 10 staff, 10 workers, so it means 10 families already been taken care. So I sell the idea, and it's really warm. I really didn't expect at the first. It's really warm.
Do you think your job would have been easier if you were with Bersatu instead of being with Gerakan?
Okay. Good question. I don't feel so. I feel good that I'm with Gerakan, number one. And also when I am with Gerakan, I get a very strong support from past community. So as you know, Perikatan Nasional, for this Pilihan Raya, we lack of fund. So most candidates spend our own money, and thank God that past community really helped me a lot. So they volunteers, they don't ask any cents from me. In fact, they spend their own, everything on their own. So I feel really blessed, and also from Bersatu pula, they help also. But it's just happened that at Damansara bahagian, maybe tak ramai jentera lah from Bersatu, so it mostly pass.
Gerakan used to be one of the parties in Penang, and now it's at the lowest ebb. What do you think the party needs to do, or that can do, to come up again to its heydays?
You answer or answer?
Okay.
I answer. You.
Any, no problem. Okay, for me, Gerakan still got many ruang to go in to Chinese community. There's a changes, bright future. What I can say from my personal opinion, we need Gerakan is represent more on Chinese and multiracial. We got our candidates in Malay and in Indian also. So to get the Chinese to come in Gerakan and confident with Gerakan, we need more, they call penerangan down to the rakyat, like all the news, the simplified the articles of news, and spread it to the rakyat. Let them know, Chinese waters know what happened actually. What I can see here, actually Malay waters and Chinese waters. Malay waters, they got the info very clear. They got the info very clear, easily, in their media, in phone or social media or newspaper also. They got the info very clear. They know what happened on federal. They know what the minister doing. They know everything, mostly of the Malay community. They know. But what I can see here, Chinese community, they don't get the info in proper. So the Chinese, maybe they could look at it. Chinese still buying newspaper, no? Sunday is the most people buying the newspaper. They still seeing buying newspaper and see, So I don't think the info is there, Chinese newspaper. More on community, they just post out, never got the information, proper information in politics, separate to the Chinese people. So we need to do that. What I want to see, Gerakan need a team to build Chinese articles, this and that, to spread out nicely and get the info separated out, make sure reach the people, and they know what happened, this and that. Some they just hear some rumors, they talk. This is not the way. But Malay watcher, they don't do that. Really, they know everything.
And what can Gerakan do? What can Gerakan do? Because there is this past, and there are people are, in a way afraid that they might start curbing the way you wear clothes, like what happened in Kota Baru. In Terengganu too, we have heard a lot of stories. Of course, Kedah, we haven't heard anything. Our Kedah will be they shut down the gambling outlets, 40 outlets. So there is this proven thing that people have seen what past government does. How strong is PAS to say no in Selangor? This is not how it's done in Selangor. What can you all do?
I think that will always be the bullet lah for Pakatan Harapan to attack us,
Yeah.
Yeah. But then, obviously in PAS is not like the party yang jumut. In Malay we call it jumut. Yang jumut, yang always is about can do, I cannot do. Actually, even me, I'm graduated from UIA. I learned and I have master degree in political science. So the subset of knowledge that we have to learn is also about usul fiqh, about deriving the hukum and hakam. But first principle for coming ataupun from drawing a rules ataupun a new regulation is always about muamalah. Muamalah means that taking care of the whole community. Yeah. So it's not only to taking care only about the Muslim communities. No, it's not like that. That's number one. Number two, when we're taking care about the musalah, we call it in principle in ulul fiqh, deriving the hukum. What we have to do is definitely to look from economic perspective, the ecosystem, the economic cycle basically. So when okay, let me share. The first principle in deriving a hukum is that apabila keburukan lebih banyak daripada kebaikan, then it's haram. Tetapi apabila kebaikan lebih banyak daripada keburukan, then dia akan halal. Jadi prinsipal ini teguh akan dipergunakan dalam majlis syura ataupun dalam syariah board setiap kali deriving to the conclusion. So looking at Selangor, daripada dulu lagi kita dah dengar, tapi kenapa tak jadi-jadi sampai sekarang? It has been like since Merdeka sampai sekarang. It never happened. So why this opposition will keep on attacking us using the same issues? And for me, it's lapuk already.
Yes.
Right. So I think tak ada modal lah kot basically.
Yeah.
You also saying because prior to 2008, the Pakatan was also working with PAS
Yeah.
in Selangor,
Yeah.
and there wasn't any of this policies that were implemented in Selangor.
Exactly. So in fact, when I go down, one uncle Chinese lah, Aso kan, tanya I the same question. I nak undi Perikatan Nasional, but can you promise me if Perikatan Nasional menang, you tak akan tutup genting? I cakap, uncle, it cannot be. If kita tutup genting, can you imagine what will happen to our economy? Because
Yes.
it's not only about perjudian and whatnot dekat atas tu, but then when it comes about hukum hakam, it's individual for Muslims. So we don't go for gambling. Number one, we don't go for drinking.
Hukum hakam is again, sorry.
For individual.
For individual.
Yeah. So as a Muslim, we believe that we cannot drink, we cannot go gambling. That's it. But then we cannot close everything that
For economic
contribute-
reasons.
Exactly. Yeah.
Other races is
Yeah, and other races need it. Number one, and second, I cakap dengan uncle kalau tutup, what will happen? Ramai orang akan hilang kerja.
So you're pushing for hukum hakam lah.
Exactly. Tapi I tak boleh nak cerita in detail nanti jadi panjang kan.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But I think what we can do lepas ni kena perbanyakkan dialog. So
Yes.
this is where I see how I can contribute, and that is why I think Gerakan is suit for me, because I see something that I can really contribute to the table to bring change and to bring more clear understanding about our religion.
And what assurance or what assurance are you all giving your voters? Because they do, to change the sentiment itself must be, it's sometimes could be difficult to crack, and dialogue is needed. But has just another few more days before they can cast their votes. What kind of assurance can you all give?
okay. For
Because
this,
your big shadow here
Yeah.
is PAS. It's not Gerakan.
Yeah.
Gerakan, you all come with very good. There is a lot of good, but there is this fear of PAS within the non-Malays, Chinese and Indians.
for this, I reply on these matters. What they say, I repeat again. You akan bertudung. Okay, you cannot wear short pants. Ladies cannot cut hair, cannot drinks, cannot eat this. They call bakute. So they separate. Cannot buy numbers, gambling. Okay, what I want to explain here. While I campaign at that time, people asking me, you got any friend in Kelantan? Can you call him, please? Ask and see. Oh, he said, yeah, I realize. They are eating, they are drinking, there's no problem. But the pants matters and the gambling matters. It won't bring the what's come to Selangor State. Why I can say like that? Because Sepang Airport is under Selangor. Sepang. If the tourists come in, how? They wear pants, how? How about that? They will come down when they just arrive. They have to queue out and pay someone. Is it that way? It wouldn't be that way. That other state don't compare to Selangor State. Selangor State is the most developed state, got much of income, and the taxes, the gambling tax also to Selangor. It's quite good income to Selangor.
So if you win on Saturday, what will be the first 5 things that you will do in your seat, Bandar Baru Klang?
First fighting, I will look at the locality first.
Yeah.
I really have a complaint a lot. Which my voters already complain, but I'm not the YB now. I cannot do anything. I will target the locality complaint. Immediate, I solve it with my own people. Actually, I don't need to call the PBT to come first, because many things they are do not correctly by the councillor. This is what I want to do, and I want to open they call service center. We'll open service center 7 days open, 24 hours online.
Okay.
They can call, they can reach us. Make sure and combine all the counsellor in my own service center, combine together. Open the service center immediate. Serve to the ground.
Okay. And at federal level, would you want to push for anything? Or you would want to look after local?
For federal level, recently, this matters what our PMX, their dialogue with student. I know everybody also know about this case. I think the way our PMX replies to the student, I think it's Form 4, Form 5 only.
Yeah,
Is
teenager.
it? Because she want to know her future. That's why she's asking. She only asking. Don't try to reply this way to the student. They don't know about politics. Don't tell them if you change the quota system, we will lose 6 states. She don't know about that. She was shocked. What about the 6 states? She don't know. Politics don't come to education, dialogue, this and that. This shouldn't be their way. Shouldn't be their way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what would be the first few things that you will do once you win, or if you win Bukit Lanjan?
Once I win, first I have to thank all the voters lah. Alright, that's number one. Number two, I think first I will call out all the PBTs, animators and whatnot, and then all the developers and consultants, those who engage direct and indirectly, specifically at the Damansara Damai. This will be my main focal issues is the local issues that has been complained since 20 years ago that has never been settled until now. So this is what I promise to the voters to Damansara Damai and also Bandar Sri Damansara. The problem is that they don't have balai polis, tak ada balai bomba. So can you imagine if anything happen, then they have to go to Kota Damansara or Sungai Buloh. So these two, Bandar Sri Damansara and Damansara Damai, will be my urgent lah. I put it in my list as a urgent and important task that I have to do. Number one, and then the rest, all the I think normal things that others will do lah.
And before closing, is there anything that you all would want to say as your last message?
Oh, to the voters as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, if you guys are voters in Dun Bukit Lanjan and 37, I beg for your votes. Give me chance, and please look at me. Don't look at me as a politician, but look at me as a young mother, young woman who has experienced a lot of difficulties, and I am here to come really to help, and I really have things that I want to bring to the table. And I know that values that I have, I know the words that I have, things that I want to bring to the table is that I don't want to eat alone. I want to eat together with all of you. So please vote for me. Thank you.
Hi. For me, I would like to tell to my voters, give me a chance in N45 Bandar Baru Klang, because I already served for many years. Even in NGOs, I already served all the complaints. Then I hope the federal on PRU 15, they already took it. So let the state give to us and serve you all. I will do my best, and everything will be solved stage by stage. The community matters and security matters also, I will solve it in stage by stage. Hope everyone give me a chance and a vote. Help me. Tan Seng Huat, BBK. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Alright.
Thank you for watching. Catch us in Sinar Daily on all social media channels. Thank you. Minda signing off.